high school football week number 6. We catch Strasburg Rams on a bye week. Last week, Strasburg defeated King William 28-17. Now joining me, the head coach of the Strasburg Rams, Tripp Lamb. And Coach, as we mentioned earlier, I know you've had more time to look at the film, study what you did good and what you did bad in this game, but battling some adversity, like we mentioned before, a game that was moved from Friday to Thursday due to weather, a long bus ride down, in trailing for some of this game. Overall, just your thoughts after analyzing the film, etc., on how you like the performance of this matchup.
Overall, I felt really, really good about it. You know, we knew what kind of team they were going into the week. We knew how explosive they were on offense and how big they were up front. So, I mean, we were just glad to get out of there with a win. We didn't care if it was by one or how much it was. We were just glad to get out of there with a win. You know, when you factor in moving it up and a long bus ride and all that stuff, you know, we minimized that the best we could. And we got off to a little bit of a slow start, but, you know, in the second half, we really put it together, and it turned out good for us.
Absolutely. So in the adversity with the game being moved, again, just take me through what that was like and how well you think your team handled that adversity.
I thought they handled it well. You know, we found out Wednesday morning that we weren't going to play on Friday, that we were going to play on Thursday. And, I mean, you know, that's what we did. We got on the bus, we went down there and we played a game, you know, and, you know, it really wasn't all that big of a deal.
So now looking after the big win, you mentioned a really good time for a bye week. In your mind, what is sort of the best way in your mind to make sure your team gets the most maximum amount of reps, plus adding in some rest time as well during this bye week?
Well, overall, our team is pretty healthy. You know, we don't have, but you know, one or two guys that are banged up, so it's not really, you know, a rest thing as much as it is just trying to, you know, get some quality reps in. Which, like we talked about earlier, as much as it's been raining this week, you know, I'm just glad we didn't have to plan for an opponent this week, because I would have liked to have had, you know, more quality practices. Not that we haven't had good practices, because we had, but you know, when it rains as much as it has been, you know, it's definitely going to make things a little bit more difficult. So we were able to do some things that we wouldn't normally do. So it's been a good thing for us.
So, Coach, up until this point, obviously playing some really great football, the Strasburg Rams are. What is sort of the message to your team from week one to now at this point, and sort of moving forward as there's more meaningful football in a very challenging district upcoming?
Well, you know, our message has always been the same: to get better each week, to try to go 1-0 each week. You know, this week, obviously, we're not going to win, we're not going to lose, but you try not to take a step back. And, you know, you definitely have to be ready for a very, very challenging full-run district schedule, which everybody in our district starts district play next week. So, you know, we all kick off at about the same time with the district schedule. So it's going to be fun week to week to see who does what within the district and kind of see how things shape up once we get to the end, and, you know, kind of see who's left standing and who's going to be able to get that district title, because whoever it is, it's gonna be earned, because the Bull Run district is really, really tough.
Once again, the Strasburg Rams have reached their bye week for week 6 after defeating King William last week. As always, the head coach of the Strasburg Rams, Tripp Lamb. Coach, enjoy the bye week. Really appreciate your time, sir.
Thanks a lot, buddy.